We welcome you back. All right, we keep hearing you need your 7-8 hours of sleep a night. But do you know that there are some people who are called short sleepers who can get by with only like 5 or 6 hours of sleep a night? For real, that is true. And we're here with Dr. Ogile from the Clayton Sleep Institute to talk about short sleepers. That goes against everything you've been telling us for years now, Doc. Get 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. But this is for real. These people can function on that.
It is for real. It's a small percentage. It's only about 1% of the population, Randy. So the issue there becomes we have to acknowledge that exists. It's genetic. So you can't create that. And the two studies that were done, and it's something that's been studied many times over the years, these folks are born this way. So there's a couple things that are interesting. One is it is a genetic issue, and they've found some genetic markers. Two, the people who are short sleepers, who can get by on 4, 5, 6 hours sleep, they also tend to stay up a little bit later. They tend to be extremely active. We would call
more men or women.
It tends to be, well, it's fairly evenly split, but they tend to be very almost hyper type folks, personality-wise, and so that stereotype of people that are very, quote, wired would be this sort of
wired
term.
Night owls. Well, how about this? The rest of us, no doubt, are sleep deprived. We've been hearing that for years. I think I got maybe 5 hours of sleep. I'm having a real hard time waking up today, hence another cup of coffee. There are people out there who say, oh, I get 5 hours of sleep. They think they're one of the short sleepers, but they're not.
They're not. And that's really the focus, I think, of our conversation, is that it's not as common as people want to believe. And therefore, it's important for those folks to understand that they need the 7 or 8 hours sleep that we've been talking about, because they're constantly long-term sleep deprived. It's damaging to their health. It's actually dangerous to the rest of us that share the roads with them. And so this is not only a personal health, but a public health issue.
What about the short sleepers who you say it's genetic and they can get by with it? Are there any long-term effects with that down the road, say, when they become senior citizens?
Actually, the people that are genetically short sleepers, there are no long-term effects.
Really?
The one thing that's interesting is, even though they have a little more time during their days than you and I have, there's no evidence that they actually accomplish more with their lives. There are isolated cases where those...
You stay up late and you're losers.
We're jealous of them at times.
Kind of, yeah.
But there's no evidence. Some of them, there are sort of noted cases where people talk about how little they sleep and how much they accomplish.
Right.
But statistically, those of us who sleep normally appear to accomplish as much.
So as a sleep doctor, are you envious or concerned for them?
I'm envious. They have they've won the genetic lottery of life.
It's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is.
Whether your eye color, your hair color, whatever, that's just the way it is. In the meantime, for the rest of us sleep deprived, get some sleep.
Get some sleep,
but it's
please.
idle night. I won't be getting sleep tonight either. Well, Idols do.
We're going to give you a bad bark tonight, Randy.
Gotta stay up for Idol. Come on, they're singing movie themes. Okay, Dr. Ogile, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Randy.
There you go, John. You get your rest last night?
Yes, I did, Randy.
Good.
Yeah, 5, 6 hours.